Let's get right into it. Number 8. People pleasing. Meet Jessica, the human doormat. She says yes to everything because she thinks that's what nice people do. Now she's drowning in other people's problems, while her own life falls apart. Last month, she spent 20 hours helping her coworker move. Meanwhile, her own apartment looks like a tornado hit a thrift store, but at least Sarah from accounting thinks she's nice. People pleasing is like having an addiction to approval. The more you chase it, the more you need it. And just like any addiction, it'll destroy your life while making you think you're doing the right thing. The more you say yes, the less people actually value your help. It's like giving away free ice cream. Eventually, people stop saying thank you and start complaining it's not their favorite flavor. People pleasers often end up with the most toxic friends, because healthy people respect boundaries, but manipulators love someone who can't say no. You become everyone's plan B, like that frozen pizza in the back of your freezer. You're like a phone that everyone uses but nobody bothers to charge. Eventually, you'll run out of battery. Being nice all the time isn't actually nice. It's just slow-motion self-destruction with a smile. Number 7. Just be yourself. This advice is like telling someone with food poisoning to let it all out. Sometimes keeping it in is the better option. Meet Dave. Dave loves to tell it like it is. That's his authentic self. He thinks being honest means saying whatever pops into his head. At work, Dave tells his boss her presentation was boring as watching paint dry. At home, he tells his wife her cooking tastes like something died in the kitchen. Dave is just being himself. Now he's divorced and unemployed, but at least he's authentic. Your authentic self isn't some magical, unchangeable thing you're born with. It's just a bunch of habits you've picked up over time. Some good, some bad, some weird enough to make your therapist need therapy. When you were a kid, your true self probably thought eating sand was a good idea. Being yourself shouldn't mean being stuck with version 1.0 of you forever. It's like refusing to learn table manners because caveman you wants to eat with hands. Yourself is more like a smartphone. It needs regular updates to stay useful. You wouldn't keep using Windows 95 just because it was your first operating system. And when dating profiles say, just looking for someone who accepts me as I am, that means I have zero interest in personal growth. So maybe instead of just be yourself, try be your best self, because sometimes your authentic self needs an upgrade. Number 6. When quitting is the smartest move. Meet John. He's been at the same soul-crushing job for 15 years. He stays because quitting is for losers. Now he's got ulcers, high blood pressure, and the personality of a wet sock. Successful people actually quit all the time. They just call it pivoting or strategic realignment because it sounds fancier. It's like how we call garbage collectors sanitation engineers. Same thing, better branding. Your life is like a phone. Sometimes you need to close some apps to keep it running smoothly. Keeping too many things open will drain your battery and crash your system. Think of it like this. If you're digging a hole and realize you're in the wrong spot, do you keep digging? Smart people quit digging, move over, and start fresh. We're so scared of being called quitters that we stick with things that make us miserable. Bad relationships, soul-crushing jobs, toxic friendships. We're like someone in a burning house saying, "This is fine," while their eyebrows melt off. The best quitters are like chess players. They don't just abandon the game when it gets hard. They know exactly when to sacrifice a piece to win the whole match. Staying in a bad situation isn't persistence, it's punishment. And you're not a piñata. You don't need to keep taking hits until you break. Winners quit all the time. They just quit the right things at the right time. Number 5. Safety in the familiar. Meet Bob, the human screensaver. He's been ordering the same sandwich at the same deli for 15 years. Not because it's amazing, but because trying something new feels scary. He's basically in a long-term relationship with a mediocre turkey club. His life is like a hamster wheel. Lots of movement, zero progress. Same job, same route to work, same TV shows on repeat. He's turned his comfort zone into a maximum security prison, complete with emotional guard towers and anxiety barbed wire. His brain is like an overprotective mom who won't let him try anything new. What if you fall? What if you fail? What if that new restaurant gives you food poisoning? Meanwhile, life's passing by faster than free food at an office party. The familiar is like that toxic ex who keeps saying nobody will love you like I do. And they're right, because real love isn't about keeping you trapped in a cage of comfort. Your brain loves routine more than a cat loves knocking things off tables. It's constantly trying to convince you that everything new is dangerous. Remember that one time you tried sushi and got sick? Better stick to chicken nuggets forever. But what feels safe now might be killing you slowly. like staying in that toxic relationship because you know what to expect, or keeping that soul-crushing job because you're afraid the next one might be worse. Comfort zones are like prisons with really nice furniture. The familiar hell feels safer than an unknown heaven. Number 4, commitment and freedom. Meet Alex, the eternal window shopper of life. He's got more dating apps than actual dates, 3 half-finished degrees, and enough side hustles to fill a circus tent. He thinks keeping his options open means he's free, but he's about as free as a hamster with multiple wheels, still running in circles, just with more variety. His relationships are like trial versions of software. As soon as the free period ends, he's looking for the next download. He's collected more phone numbers than a phone book, but he's lonelier than a sock in a washing machine. His friend Sarah used to be the same way. Always 1 foot out the door, ready to bail when something better comes along. Then she committed to one path and stuck with it. Everyone told her she was limiting her options, but the more she focused on one path, the more doors opened on that path. While Alex is still swiping through life, Sarah's actually built something real. It's like having a garden. You can plant 1 seed and grow a mighty oak, or scatter 1,000 seeds and end up with weeds everywhere. True freedom isn't having infinite choices. It's having the courage to choose one thing and see it through. Otherwise, you're just a tourist in your own life, taking pictures of everything but never really being anywhere. Number 3, working less and sleeping more. Meet Jake, the guy who took hustle less, sleep more way too seriously. He turned his bedroom into a hibernation chamber. Now he's got more sleep hours than career prospects. His morning routine consists of hitting snooze until his phone dies of exhaustion. He's got more alarms than friends, and his bed has a permanent Jake-shaped dent in it. His productivity is lower than a snake's belly button. His dreams are more active than his LinkedIn profile, and his career is also taking a nice long nap. Sleep is like chocolate cake. The right amount is amazing. Too much and you're just a lazy blob with regrets. Your body needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep, not 12, not 14. You're not a koala. They sleep 22 hours a day, but they also eat poison leaves and have smooth brains. Your brain needs charging, but leaving it plugged in 24/7 actually damages it. Jake's brain is basically on permanent airplane mode. Balance isn't about replacing one extreme with another. It's about finding the sweet spot between being Elon Musk and being a hibernating bear. Bears do that, and they don't have student loans to pay off. Number 2, follow your passion. Imagine being told your whole life that all you need to do is follow your passion and everything will work out. Well, passion doesn't pay bills. You might be super passionate about watching Netflix, but good luck turning that into a career. It's like telling someone to just be yourself on a first date when yourself collects toenail clippings. Take Olivia, for example. She loved baking. She quit her stable accounting job to open a bakery. Now she spends 16 hours a day doing paperwork, managing angry employees, and dealing with health inspectors. The actual baking is maybe 30 minutes a day. She doesn't even enjoy baking anymore. Her passion became her nightmare. Meanwhile, her friend Mike, stuck with his boring tech job, got really good at it. He actually developed a passion for coding after he mastered it. Now he's making 6 figures doing something he loves. He never started out passionate about it. Passion is more like a houseplant than a birthright. You don't just find it, you have to water it, give it attention, and sometimes watch it die anyway. When you chase passion without a plan, you're basically gambling with your future. It's like jumping out of a plane and hoping you'll figure out how to use the parachute on the way down. Focus on becoming valuable first. Get really good at solving problems that people will pay for. The passion will show up later, like that relative who only visits when you're successful. Number 1, structure equals freedom. Meet Tom, the free spirit who thinks schedules are for squares. His life is like a Jackson Pollock painting, colorful chaos that only makes sense if you're on drugs. He wakes up whenever his body tells him to. Sometimes that's 6 a.m., sometimes it's dinner time. His apartment looks like a tornado had a fight with a dumpster and both lost. There's a pizza box from last month growing new life forms under his bed. His meals are random, his work is scattered, and his brain is like a browser with 100 tabs open. He's basically living in a permanent weekend, except without the fun parts. Just chaos with occasional pizza. Meanwhile, his friend Lisa has her life structured like a military operation. She's got morning routines, meal plans, and workout schedules. She actually has more free time than most people. Lisa's structure gives her the freedom to actually enjoy life. She doesn't waste time deciding what to eat. Her meal prep handles that. She doesn't lie awake at 3 a.m. wondering about tomorrow. Her routine's got it covered. All that mental energy goes into actually living her life. It's like having a GPS versus wandering around hoping you'll find your destination. Wandering sounds more adventurous, but you'll probably end up lost in a sketchy neighborhood at 3 a.m. Think of structure like the banks of a river. Without them, water just spreads out into a useless swamp. With them, it becomes powerful enough to generate electricity. Without structure, freedom becomes chaos, and chaos is just failure wearing a party hat. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.